Hey, Gospel Chapel, Pastor Doug here, and it has been quite a year. We are at the end of 2021. Today is December 31st, and I've gone back and looked at a bunch of the video updates and different where we were at and what we did this year, and it's shocking all the things that we did this year. Just on our Sunday mornings alone, we covered in the Gospel of John the 7 I am sayings and the 7 signs of Jesus, starting at Advent all the way until Easter. And then we looked at the book of Nehemiah, looked at what we need to learn about just how to lead and respond well in times of crisis. And then we looked in the book of Malachi, learned about what God wants from his people in Malachi's book from June to July. And then we started the Gospel Project in September, and that's been just a great thing. December 31st last year, my video that year encouraged us to read through the Bible, and we had to connect the Testaments reading plan. I think I probably hit about 80% of that. There's definitely some days of the week where I missed, typically a Friday night, maybe a Sunday night. But I've been reading through that with Corbin, our youngest, at bedtime, and reading through the message. I have another reading plan that I'll let you know about to start tomorrow. And it's just, if you start tomorrow, start in Genesis, read chapter 1 to 3, and then on Sunday, you can pick up the reading plan. Here we're going to read through the Hebrew Old Testament in the order of the Hebrew canon, not the English or the Septuagint canon. And we'll read through the New Testament this year in roughly the order that the books were potentially produced, which is very different than, again, the order that we have them in our Bible. But have some explanation on that a little later. Man, just thinking about last year and what we accomplished. Here's a bunch of little video clips of what happened this last year. So watch this, and then I'll be back and wrap this up.
Well, hello, Gospel Chapel. I just wanted to give you a little update about what's going on in my life and how it pertains to you. So I wanted to let you know that July 1st, 2021, I'll be resigning as the youth pastor here.
He's still God in the night.
This is definitely a first for me. I've never worn sunglasses while preaching. Hey, Maggie. And I've never preached on a flat deck. Maybe we should take this on the road, though.
It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath.
Name a biblical leader that doesn't face a lot of opposition, right? It's not like, hey, I'm going to follow God's principles and I'm going to obey God's call on my life, and boy, it's easy. It's never easy. It's always full of conflict. It's always full of pushback. It's always full of tension. So those video highlights are just like the tip of the iceberg as to, what we all went through this past year, just as a church family. I mean, everything from, we were only doing online stuff from, I think it was like November all the way through December into March, even, and until we met at Good Friday. Up at the camp with First Baptist Church, and then we had the Easter sunrise service, and then a couple Easter services, and we continued to meet at the camp until the end of June. Back in March, we were here just in the parking lot doing. Oh no, not March, April. in April, we did parking lot services here, and then we moved up to the camp just to accommodate more people and more space. The food recovery program really ramped up at the end of February, beginning of March, and there was a short video about that. And I'm planning on getting together with Tammy here early in the new year as they come up to this 1-year anniversary of this amazing ministry to the Boundary, taking hundreds of thousands of pounds of food out of the landfill, processing it and not out of the landfill, diverting it from the landfill, getting it to people and other nonprofits throughout the Boundary. Just an amazing year of ministry. Brenda Semenoff retired from being our church secretary for 15 years. Lindsay stepped into that role then in September. Zach Gobbett's been doing a youth group for us as Ben has transitioned to executive pastor role. We had Nathan and Deanna Clausen's wedding in May. Casey Chersonoff was born. We had family event up at the ranch. We did Christmas caroling throughout the neighborhood. Just a lot of good stuff happened this year. We started the year with a Bible reading program to read through the Bible, to connect the Testaments, an Old Testament passage, a New Testament passage, something out of the poetical books. And this year, looking at a different reading plan that goes through the Hebrew Bible in the order of the Hebrew canon, not the English canon, which is based on the Septuagint, but the Hebrew canon and the New Testament, reading through that based on the order that the books were most likely written in. And so that will be very different. I'll have those reading plans available for you. I can get those to you via email, PDF, but I'll get them printed up here soon too. Just lots of great stuff this last year. And we are so looking forward to what God is going to do in 2022. And so have a great new year. I know we're already starting kind of with a speed bump in the road. The kids aren't going back to school for an additional week, but things are different this time. And so just really looking forward to this year, looking forward to what God is going to do in our lives, in our church, and in our community. And so be praying for that, and God bless you. Happy New Year.